Welcome back to MOTOBLADE, guys. Today we're here at Wilkins Harley-Davidson in Barre, Vermont, and we are test riding the new 2021 Harley-Davidson Street Bob, the 114 Milwaukee 8 engine in this beautiful Harley-Davidson orange and black. This is a fantastic looking bike. Probably my favorite looking bike in the Softail lineup. Let's get started. I've been wanting to get on one of these for a while, just never worked out with the timing, but this is the new Harley Street Bob. I think it's one of the best looking bikes in Harley's lineup, especially the new paint scheme this year. They've got it in the orange and the black like this, the new Deadwood green, and I think there's one other color. If you guys have been around my channel, you know I have certain criteria that I grade bikes on when I do these test rides. So let's get started with number one. Comfort. Comfort is, what's up, guys? Number one is comfort. The comfort of this bike, and comfort is divided into two parts: the seat and the riding position. I have no complaints on the seat with this bike. This is a very, very comfortable seat. I'm usually not a huge fan of stock seating, but this is pretty darn good. This bike had 0.0 miles on it when we started here, so there's no breaking in on this seat. This is just as it came, literally from the factory. I don't think anyone's even sat on this sucker. Even more comfortable, however, than the seat is the riding position. I believe these are the mini apes. I think they do have a taller set than these. But these keep your arms up nice and level, right about chest height for me. My feet are tucked in a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. I would have rather had forwards on this. I think forwards would have felt much more natural. But the mids are okay because you're in such an upright riding position with the arms up and out straight, your back nice and straight, and your feet pretty much down below your knees, pretty much at a 90-degree angle. Very comfortable. Again, would have rather had the forwards, but overall, the riding position is great, and that's mainly due to these handlebars. Let's talk about handling. Since I'm stuck behind some people here, we'll discuss low speed handling and flickability. Getting it over, leaning it over, very nice, very nimble, very quick. I think part of the responsiveness feel there is due to the fact that you have these small apes on here, so your arms are already out straight and you're just getting right into the push for the counter steer. Very responsive, very nice. Very good handling. It feels good in the corners. I'd like to get a little speed in this corner up here to really feel some lean. Handling, you know, it's not a sport bike, it is a cruiser, so it does feel a bit more relaxed, but it's pretty darn responsive. Give that a 10 out of 10 in my book, along with the comfort. Alright, let's give you guys a quick walk around of the bike here. Sporting the Milwaukee 8 114 engine. Bulletproof engine from Harley. Just probably the best they've ever made. It's been proven over the past few years to be just an incredible piece of machinery. Got a passenger pillion, passenger pegs. It's nice to already have those installed on the bike. One less thing you need to do. Up front, we do have an oil cooler. Very helpful. Keeping your bike running cool, as Harleys are notorious for running warm. Up front we have an LED headlight, got reflector area, and then you have an LED ring around there. Let me just turn the bike on here so you guys can see that. Not sure how that's showing up on the video there, but it is LED lit up around there, along with your reflector, low beam, high beam. Turn signals are mounted high on the bars, but I do believe you can get a relocation kit to move them down here and have your turn signals fork mounted. Kind of the traditional rear end look with the turn signals mounted out on your fender struts and the license plate swinging out from the side. They, of course, do make a kit where you can remove this and just put the license plate there if you want. For our gauge, we have miles per hour, always up there. Fuel gauge. We can cycle through that with our control on the handlebar here. Right now I have it on RPM. Bike's not on, obviously 0. If we hit that, next we go to odometer. Then we have trip A, trip B, fuel range, clock, and back to RPM. So not tons of data like you would get on a new digital display like on the Sportster S or the Pan America, but all the info that you need. You also have a gauge down here with your dummy lights showing you turn signals, oil, neutral, high beam, low beam, all that kind of stuff. So you get all those lights there. It's pretty much all you need. I love the deep shine gloss finish, glossy matte finish that they have on the case and on the cylinder heads. It looks so good. Such a good looking bike. Alright, let's get back out on the road and have some more fun here. Let's listen to that rumble a little bit. That sounds so good, that Milwaukee 8. Here we go. I don't think I quite hit 60 there. I'm going through a little town, so I don't want to terrorize people. Acceleration is great. Not a terribly heavy motorcycle. As far as lean angle, torque, horsepower, all those great specs, I will put those up on the screen for you guys so you can see them. Personally, I like to have a tachometer, so I really appreciate the fact that Harley has this digital gauge with RPM as an option to see on your screen, because that to me is more useful than speedometer, honestly. Having a tach to make sure you're keeping your engine in the sweet spot, make sure you're not revving it too high or too low. Just having a good tach, even though you're supposed to be able to ride by feel and by sound, sometimes, you know, on long trips, it's just nice to be able to glance down and have an idea of what your engine's doing for RPM. So I appreciate having that built into this very slim digital gauge. Let's talk about probably my only critique I have on this bike, and that is a lack of cruise control. Why do I point that out? Well, I understand a lot of Harleys don't have it. In fact, most don't until you get to the touring lineup. What's up, dude? However, I just came off of the new Sportster S, so if you guys haven't seen that video, please go check that out on my channel. That is an awesome bike. So that's a brand new Sportster, and Harley put cruise control on that bike. So we can see Harley is beginning to introduce it. I love having cruise control on my motorcycles. It's not a necessary thing to have if you're just running around town or on country roads, but when you're on the highway, or if you have to travel on the highway for anything, which eventually you will have to do, that is a fantastic little feature to have. It makes riding so much easier and so much more comfortable when you're on the highway. And having a Milwaukee 8 engine, especially the 114 in this bike, this is not just for ripping around like a Sportster. This is a long haul bike. This is the same engine that's in their touring models. So it's not like, I don't know, it's not like Harley was expecting this to be just for around town. This is a bike you can take across the country easily. What's up, dude? Man, lots of guys out here today. So that's my only complaint, is that we don't have it on this bike. I do believe you can purchase it as an accessory or an option, have it added on, because we're dealing with electronic throttles nowadays. Gone are the days of cable throttles. We're now fully electronic, so adding an electronic cruise control is an easy thing to do, but I just think that would be a great thing to have on a bike like this that's so comfortable and that you can see yourself going forever on. Put a cruise control on it. Anyway, that's really my only critique. This bike, otherwise, great handling, great comfort, looks really sweet, and lots of great power. Woo! Yeah, lots of great power with that Milwaukee 8. So I want to give a big shout out to the guys down here at Wilkins Harley-Davidson in Barre, Vermont. I appreciate them. They always hook me up with great test rides. I really appreciate the time they take to go over the motorcycles with me and get me out here so I can film these videos and bring these to you guys. So if you guys are in Vermont, stop by, They're great people. You won't regret stopping at Wilkins Harley-Davidson. They're just an awesome dealership, great people, and great service. You guys won't be disappointed. So thank you to them. If you guys have any comments or questions on this motorcycle, please drop them down below. I will do my best to respond to everyone. And if you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It's the big red button. Click the bell icon next to it. That will give you guys notifications when there are new videos to watch right here on MotoBlade. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, ride safe, ride on. I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.